I'll warn you guys, this video is going to be pretty unhinged because I haven't scripted it. Usually I script all of my shorts and videos, but this is not one of them, so you are warned. So I've been making games for the past 5 years now. I have worked for a company. I have made a lot of hobby projects, some for Android, some for PC, but I have never really made a full release. I have just made small prototypes that I either never finished or just gave up in the middle of the process. And I want to change that because I feel like I only have 1 year to make my dream game. Because I'm a college student right now. I am studying computer science, which means I'll either be unemployed or working a very painful 9 to 5 job, which either ways sucks. But you can get a job in game development. No. Well, I have worked professionally in the game development industry, and in India, it's not fun. I mean, the games are not as big. The games are pretty, and to be honest, I want to make my own game, and at some point make my own game studio to make my own very games, because I want to change the way things are in this industry in my country. But anyways, this starts 1 year ago. So it starts with the first person prototype that I worked on last year in February. And here is the clip. Roll the clip, please, of my very epic first person game. Yeah, sure, this might look impressive or not if you have a good taste, but I should not alienate my audience, for fuck's sake. But yeah, the game is non-existent. It's just a prototype. It's just, you can pew pew some things that pew pew back at you, and there's nothing there's nothing going on in the game, honestly. So I wanted to make a first person game, but I did not have an idea on what to make. I just made a first person game because I wanted to, and I did not have any plans on what I'll be making it. So I gave up after making a few enemies and a few stages. I kind of gave up because I have no idea what I wanted to make of it. And after that, I got my internship as a game developer, and I kind of forgot about the project until now. And I came back with my brain size being a lot bigger than it was last year. And I figured out what the FPS prototype was supposed to be. So I wanted to mix the ultra kill movement style shooter with the rogue like Hades, and make something out of that where you kind of, yeah, I mean, you get it, right? If you've played Hades, I wanted to add the rogue like elements and the movement shooter elements and make this game that is super replayable, and it would be easy to make because roguelikes don't really take that much effort because it's easier to make a roguelike because you are going to make, well, it's easier in the sense that you have to only work on a few levels, and the game loop is that you replay those levels with different RNG elements. Like, so I was thinking of something like Ruins, where you are escaping this laboratory, this underground lab where you're stuck and you have these powers that you get, and every room is a facility, and you go. And then I started working on the FPS prototype, and that was, I had a plan on what I wanted to make the game. And then comes the pain, which is the movement. To make a movement shooter, you need movement. Duh. And to make a good movement controller is something that I still am wrapping my head around, because god damn it, to make a custom physics movement controller is so goddamn hard, and after that tuning it is even harder. And that kind of demotivated me into working into that project, and I feel like I'm not ready for it. So I changed my plans, and I stepped down a dimension, and I made this 2D game. So initially this started with trying to remake the finals as a 2D game, but then I realized, wait, I can apply the same concepts of making a movement shooter and with Hades like roguelike elements and make it 2D, and that would be a lot more easier. And that is where we are at. I am working on a 2D movement shooter uh, with roguelike elements, and I have 1 year to complete it. I love deadlines. Don't you all love deadlines? Don't you all love when there's a there's a deadline looming on you, where you know you are supposed to work on this thing but you're not, because it seems like you have a lot of time, but you actually don't, because after a while the thing that you are doing you won't have the time to do the things that you like, because you'll be stuck in this system called the 9 to 5 and off. So yeah, I'm trying to make a game in 1 year, and I hope it succeeds, because if not, I'm cooked. Like, actually pretty cooked. The game seems to be coming out very nicely as of now. I'm on the MVP stage. I've added a few enemies. The movement seems to be feels good. It's not the best. I plan on tuning it very much. It is currently controller only right now, because the input system makes more sense for controllers for this game. I'll definitely port it to mouse and keyboard, obviously, but for now it's more controller based. Uh, and yeah, it seems to be pretty fun. I've tested it with like a few friend of mine, friend. Yeah, I don't have a lot of friends, but I hope it is fun, because a lot of times when I'm working on it, I just open the editor and I try to test it, and for a long time I just keep playing the game instead of working on it. And I don't know if it's procrastination or if the game is actually that good fun to play, but uh, yeah, I think it is coming out pretty well. I've added a few enemies. I plan on adding a few enemies, more enemies, and work on a stage in this prototype to complete it, and hopefully I'll be able to do that in the next few months after my finals, because I'm in university, if you guys didn't know. I'm pretty sure I mentioned that. Pay attention, guys. So if you guys have any suggestions based on what you are seeing on your screen, please let me know. I'm kind of out of ideas in that sense of what I should be doing next. I mean, I know, but I would love to hear what you guys think, and you know add a few elements so we can make this our game. I'll make sure the most liked comment, or like the top comment, if there are any comments on this video, uh, I'll try to incorporate that comment in some way in the MVP, and I hope it is interesting and not just for the memes. That would be funny, actually. That'll still work. So yeah, that's the game. I'll expand on it more some time ago, but I really wanted to set the stage in this video of where I'm coming from and what you can expect from this game. So yeah, I guess I'll see you soon. Thank you for sticking around. Make sure to do all the fun stuff that you know a lot of YouTubers ask for. It would be cool if you do that. If not, I'll just go cry in the corner. Yeah, I'll see ya. Thanks for sticking around. Goodbye. And make sure you are getting enough sunlight and drinking enough water, because of the sweat from being in the sunlight. Fuck. What am I saying, man?